Hey guys, it's Vernie here. Another Tuesday, another Vault video. And this is week 18 of season 3. We haven't really getting on in the weeks, huh? 18 fucking weeks. Crazy. Anyway, what we're going to be doing going forward is pretty much just trying to nail down which class we want to play for next tier. Next tier, season 4, is going to be Fated. They have not announced everything yet, but it's pretty much all but certain at this point. I think the dungeons have all been data mined. The raids are obviously going to be the same raids as now. We don't know if there's going to be anything added, but yeah. So we're just kind of messing around. We're getting our one key a week on characters that we like, and the characters that we really like, we're spending a lot of time on. So I spent time this week mostly on the Shaman as enhance. The Mage, I've been playing Frost and Arcane. Played a little bit of the Rogue. Some Og and Dev on the Evoker, and then Boomkin mostly on the Druid. So we do have keys on most of our characters. I think our Warlock is still the lone man out. Gonna be honest, the likelihood of me playing him and gearing him is very low at this point. But we have 18s done every single character, so we'll get at least one myth piece no matter what. I am sure a lot of these characters will end up taking sockets, as you probably saw last week. In other news, what else has happened? Plunderstorm just dropped, the limited time event. It's a battle royale within the WoW client. I am not super interested in BRs. I played a lot of PUBG back when that first released, and then I played a little bit of Apex. I'll probably try it just to see. I know there's some in-game like cosmetic rewards, mount, transmog, pet, etc. But I probably won't spend too much time on it. Looks okay. Anyway, we shall go in and start looting. The only thing I could use is basically a Venusaur blood. That's it. Surprise, surprise, we did not get it. Oh, it's actually a mythic cape. It's kind of interesting. But I'd be sacrificing avoidance. I mean, haste is not a great stat. You know what? We're just going to take it. I guess there's like a very off chance that we use it. And it would take us from 483 to 489. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Kind of weird pull. So I guess it was more than just the Venusaur blood, but that was the only one that I was thinking of as a direct upgrade. Nobody cares about cloaks, man. Nobody cares about cloaks. And then what else did they release? They released a bunch of the meta achievement stuff. So they announced the mounts for like the Veil Strider equivalent for Dragonflight. They announced some new mounts for the Fated raids. They announced the KSM mountain title. I think it's Awakened is the new title, so it's okay. Back to the Priest, 483. Myth Chest, and Boots and Weapon. That's what we want. Really only 3 slots we care about, for real this time. Myth Weapon. Oh, it's a trinket. It's a bad trinket. We're not taking that. That is a god-awful trinket. Never take it. I've never seen anyone use it. We already have 2 sick 480 trinkets, so yeah. Take the tokens and you move on to the next. Alright, Shaman. Playing a lot of Enhance. Having fun. It's a fast-paced spec. It does pretty good AoE. It has decent utility. The only downside is that it is fucking squishy. Still waiting on those enhanced trees to come out for hero talents. The Ellie one was super disappointing, and it does not give me any faith that they will fix any of Ellie's issues by next expansion. They're just going to be lava burst turrets, and that's all they will do, and they will be pretty squishy lava burst turrets. So, anyway, Shaman. We need myth tier. Pants, gloves, helm, shoulders. That's it. I guess we'll go enhance. I think we have 2 dungeon slots, so see what we can get. Oh, those are pants! Oh, with leech! Those are actually sick. The stats are not great, but we're gonna take them. We're definitely gonna take them. I can get a socket next week. Very nice. 484 and a half, and I think if we get those all the way up, we'll be 485. Damn, bro, we're cooking. We're cooking. You love to see it. You love to see the upgrades. It's crazy to me that these characters have been running since like week 1 or 2 of the patch, still need upgrades, and they still need aspect crests. I really wish they would change the acquisition on some of these aspect crests. Maybe, once your character's X item level, you get a 25% boost per character that you have at that level. So every character you get to 480, you get a 10% boost to aspect crest acquisition or something. I don't know, anything. All right, Evoker. Again, another 4 keys. 485.5. We're looking pretty good on this character. What do we even need? I think we have a myth back already. A neck? Is that it? A neck? That might be all. I guess I would also take a slightly different ring, but that's it, really. Like, we just need to get Aspect Crest to upgrade the rest of our pieces. Myth Infinite Hand. That's really interesting. Wow. I have one of my bags for Transmog. And then we have boots. Mastery Haste boots. Do we have any 480 boots already? Because we could technically swap. If we feel like ever swapping to the legs, we could take myth boots. Or a socket. I actually need a socket. We're gonna, well, yeah, we're gonna take a socket. Realistically, I'll never swap the boots out. But yeah, we were enjoying Ogden Dev. I was actually having a reasonable amount of fun as Dev, or as Ogden Dungeons. Can't say how far we'll go with it, but, interesting enough. Alright, the Druid next. We did a lot of keys on the Druid. I don't know why I did a lot of keys on the Druid. I was doing some bear stuff and then some Boomkin stuff. Boomkin's pretty fun right now. It's pretty good. Bear is okay. I was really interested in the Druid of the Claw talents. Being able to shapeshift while tanking, I feel like that's a huge win for Druid class fantasy. And so the idea of being able to shift into Cat and do damage and then go back into Bear and keep some of your tankiness could be really interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, we'll stay as Boomkin. We'll roll it. We're 485. Oh my god. A Genosaur blow is speed. We don't need the chest. I think technically this weapon is an upgrade. We have a 489 one-hander. Where's our offhand at? I don't think we have a myth offhand. We don't have very many aspect crests, though. But Genosaur Blood is super interesting, but we have really good trinkets. We have Pips, we have Mirror, we have Spindle, we have Bellarellos. I mean, we're like decked with trinkets. This is the only character that has like every fucking trinket from the raid, I think. Let me just like glance at it. I don't think Genosaur Blood is that good. It's like 5th. Might be a little better in AoE. It's 4th in AoE. I definitely don't need sockets. Haste Verse, and this is what? Verse Mastery? It's kind of a tough pick. Man, the thing with speed on it is really interesting. I think fully upgraded, the Genosaur Blood is probably better. We already have a myth weapon, so we're gonna take it. It's not really exciting because I can't use it for Guardian, but it's pretty good for Boomkin. We'll make it work. I think for AoE we could run like Pips and that would be good. Okay, moving on to the Monk. Monk just did 1 key. But yeah, definitely trying to nail down a little more what class we want to play. I don't know. I could see myself potentially healing or tanking, even tanking in raid next year. It really depends. I've been having fun on Holy Paladin, but I might want to swap it up. Next season's for fun season, so why not mess around? So 1 myth piece here. I mean, we just need aspect crest, really. I guess if I got a myth trinket, I would take it. Like a myth Midas. A myth BRH neck would be good. A myth ring with good stats. That's really it. This character's pretty much done. A bib. It's got haste on it. You don't want haste. We'll take the sockets. So brings us up to 4 tokens. Next week we can get a socket, put it in our bracers, and then we've only got 2 sockets left, so this character is pretty much done. 481. And we need to grind Aspect Crest, but I am less interested right now just because I'm trying to play classes that I like to play. DK. I did a Farok kill and 118. We did not get the legendary. We're still waiting on it. Speaking of legendaries, the legendaries you have already acquired can be upgraded in Season 4 with a consumable item. So, if you care at all about getting the Evoker or the two-handed axe legendary, I'd recommend getting it. May as well just get it now. What do we need? Shoulders, chest, biggest pieces. Oh, it's a neck. It's a replica of the neck that we have. It is an upgrade. Or we would take a socket. Oh, it's so minor. But it does make item level go up, man. I mean, I could take a socket next week. Whatever. We're probably still going to have at least 3 weeks left, so I'll get at least one more socket. I want all my myth pieces. No hero pieces. Myth only, man. That's fine. How many more we got left? 4? 5. Alright, so the Mage. Mage is the big one. We did all of Heroic on a Mage last week. Wanted to practice a little bit in Raid and see how it played, and we wanted to get a Bellorelos, which we did not get a Trinket. And we also did 8 18s. So we got a lot of stuff done on the Mage. I think we're going to try and get Portals this week just for funsies. Been playing a lot of Arcane. I think I finally learned it to an acceptable level in Dungeons. My damage is pretty good. Frost I know how to play, and Fire I generally know how to play, so... What are we looking for? A Bellorelos would be interesting. I would love a Myth Iridall or a Myth Branch. I mean, I guess Myth Shoulders, that's really it. You know, we've pretty much maxed out. Our character's going to be done this week. We're going to be 485 or 486 once we max out the last 4 pieces and with Myth gear. Okay, I don't see a Bellorelos. That's a shame. A Myth Weapon. It's not Iridall, though. Myth Chest. Haste Mastery. Honestly, worth considering this for a different spec. Crit Haste Bracers. No. Helm. Crit Haste Neck. Not really. And Mastery Haste Bracers or Socket. Oh, man. I mean, clearly we could take a Socket. It's a shame this isn't a helm. Like a Myth Helm we could use, but... I actually might need to sim this. I don't know if a Crit Haste weapon is... I have to... Well, I don't know. 6 item levels on a weapon is kind of crazy. Oh, but I have a Myth One-Hander. The weapon is likely. I would say the weapon is probably likely to happen. That's an Agi weapon. I only have a hero offhand. It would be so minor, but... Weapons have the most stats. Which has got to be better than a socket. I think we're going to take the weapon. I am going to sim it, though. I'll do that outside of the video and post in the comments what I end up taking. I think I'm going to take the weapon, though. I mean, that was all the main characters. At this point, it's just a bunch of alts. We did like 4 keys on the rogue, but I think I've removed the rogue from contention. I am just not a super mobile or melee focused player. Enhance is like an exception for me, but I am not that big into melee. This character, 118. I mean, we just want some myth tier. It's a myth cape. Good stats. It's a cape. I mean, it's replacing a 467. Honestly, that's fine. Save me some worm crests that we were not going to farm, so sure. Oh, we got an achievement, Dreaming of the Aspects. 479.8. Yeah, I mean, we're hitting 480 this week. Vengeance is pretty fun. Honestly, I am still open to tanking. If I found the right guild, I would not mind being like a flexor tank and just having all, 6 classes ready to go. I like that. I like being that guy. I think that's fun. It motivates me to play alts more, so we'll see. We did kill Tindril this week, actually. I forgot to mention that. We killed Tindril, so we're 8 of 9. We're finally getting to the end. Got a couple pulls on Farok. Hopefully get some actual progression done so we can maybe get CE before the end of the tier. It's going to be close, though. It's going to be close. This character, we've got a lot of myth tier pieces, it looks like. Helm. Myth Helm would be a huge thing. Myth Helm, another really good myth trinket. Even a ring would be pretty decent. So, let's hope for that, huh? Oh my god! That's the one, baby! Holy shit. Ask and ye shall receive. You fucking love to see it. Does this guy have all myth tier? I made this character so late, and he's got full myth tier. Dude, insanity, bro. It's actually insane. Cool. Okay, we like it. We'll go ahead and equip it. 478. The Hunter is reasonable. I can't say I would ever main it, but some okay specs there. All right, 2 left. The Warrior and the Rogue. Warrior, I did 118 key as Prot. If you've watched me at all, you probably know I'm not a fan of Prot Warrior. I don't like the style. It feels very lackluster. It feels like it doesn't have any oomph. Thunderclap is kind of weak. Revenge is kind of weak. Like, yeah, their damage is fine, and they're pretty good against physical, but I just don't like them. We did finally get a shield upgraded to 486. We could use a one-hander. Maybe we go Fury, because there is an option for a one-hander from Fury. Because I don't really want to get a shield, so we'll open as Fury. Maybe we either get a one-hander or two-hander. Any tier except for Helm. What did I fucking say? What did I say? Oh, you do lose secondaries for that. We'll take it. I mean, it might be a meme. Who cares? It's Prot Warrior. I'm not doing more than 1 key a week. This is never going to be my main. So, sure. 477.38. It's fine. Alright, last character is the Rogue. 4 keys done. As I've already said, definitely removed from contention. I am not going to want to main a Rogue, I don't think. I like Outlaw a lot. Sub is pretty fun. I'm still not a huge fan of Sin. Yeah, it does lots of damage. I just don't find it engaging. I really like the high APM of Enhance. Enhance just feels more dynamic to me. Okay, so what do we need on this character? I guess a weapon. Pretty much any tier that's not Helm or Boots. We don't want Boots. Last week we picked up a Myth Mirror, which is okay. No, I guess we'll just hope we get a weapon or tier. The crab. Dude, that's bad. Oh, and it's a helm. Oh, come on. What is that? I think the crab is dog. Mastery is not really a good stat. It's okay for Sin AoE. It's okay for sub AoE. It's not great for Outlaw. Like, there's no way I take this trinket, right? No fucking way. Like, Bandolier is really solid, and Mirror is decent. Man, that's a shame. Wow, like, the 2 pieces we don't need myth slots in. Well, that's that. Take the tokens. Sock it next week, I guess. Alright. Affixes or Fortified Storming Bursting. It's not great, it's not terrible. A little annoying for melee. Bursting is really annoying for the healer if the DPS don't control themselves properly or press cooldowns. But overall, okay week. Anyway, we'll be streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/Veronix. You can catch me playing some dungeons. I'll probably be doing some more Baldur's Gate 3 this week. Love to see you guys there. Come support the stream. Hopefully you guys had some good vaults, and we will catch you next time. Peace.